the Executive Governor of Jigawa State, His Excellency Malam Umar Namadi FCA, His Excellency the State Deputy Governor Engineer Amin Usman, FNSE, the Chief of Staff, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Mustafa Makama Kiao, the President, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, Dr. Ike Neliaku, members of the State Executive Council, distinguished council members of the NIPR in our mix, the Secretary of the State Government just arriving, members of the Jigawa State House of Assembly, senior special advisors, technical advisors, special advisors, senior special assistant, local government chairman, head of extra ministerial department, a very top government functionaries in our mix, a very good evening. With authority bestowed on me, I present to His Excellency, the President of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations at Government House, Dutse, the seat of power. Your Excellency, the President is at Government House. To condole with His Excellency, indeed the good people of Jigawa State, over the death of Hajiya Maryam Namadi, the mother of His Excellency, and Abdulwahab Umar Namadi, the eldest son of His Excellency. May the gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Your Excellency, permit me at this point in time, respectively, to invite the President of the NIPR to convey his condolence masses. Respected President, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I know that time is very important, but I came all the way with a very senior delegation of the Institute, comprising the Council and our immediate past President. And if you don't mind, I would like to invite the Registrar to just spend a few...
Mr. President, Your Excellency, on your immediate right is the Vice President and Vice Chairman of Council, Professor Emmanuel Dandara. Beside him is the immediate past President of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Malam Mukhtar Sirajo. Beside Malam Mukhtar Sirajo is a familiar face, one and only Auntie Moji Makajuola. Beside Auntie Moji is Mrs. Badejo, a council member of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. Beside Mrs. Olupimi Badejo is a TV personality, Professor Oke Ikechukwu. Then we have one of the generals in the council, General S.K. Usman. From behind the vice president is somebody we all know very well, Dr. Sule Yao Sule. Then beside the council member, beside Dr. Sule, is Pastor Emmanuel Serim, all the way from River State, a council member. Then we have Professor Sarah Luahas, council member from Plateau State. Then we have Mr. Akin Agbejule, council member from Niger State. We have Ali Kobi, council member, Kano State. No, Bauchi State. I'm getting used to Kano. Then we have Professor Mustafa Malam with us, former registrar of the Institute. We have Mrs. Tonia Moye, senior officer in the Institute, and the rest you know, Ayo. Thank you so much.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Chief Uzomoye Badwe, Registrar NIPR.
Your Excellency, we are here to share with you our message of condolences. Your Excellency, our journey with you, if you will recall, began in 2021, precisely 14th of October 2021, when you represented the event principal at the Citizens Summit for National Integration, Peace and Security, Northwest Zone, which was coordinated by our brother, Dr. Sule Yao Sule. From that day on, you struck a chord with the Institute. We saw in you an ambassador of public relations. We saw in you a professional in governance. We saw in you a humble man who understands the power in the mixture of influence and humility, combining both. We saw in you someone who would rather give result than take the glory. And we believe these are the things that have defined your personality. And that's why when the news came to us about the passage of your beloved mother, we didn't receive it with what I would call just anyhow. We felt that a very important lesson has passed. Not just important because she's your mother, but because she has given to Jigawa State someone who has demonstrated leadership, as the case may be. We felt very touched, very, very touched. And while we were making arrangements to send our emissary, another tragedy struck, and that was your son. And before then, we recall that we read in the news about the fire incident, the tanker, and so on and so forth, and a number of lives were lost. We felt that we should start our visit to Jigawa State by coming to condole you. We know that we sent our high-ranking council member, Dr. Sule, with a letter from council to come and meet you at the village to express our feeling. But we felt that that is not enough, given the way we have been relating with you as one of our own. And that's why we came this evening. Before the main thing that brought us, we said, no, we have to come and sympathize with you, condole with you and the good people of Jigawa State. And more importantly, sir, my father told me something. He said, when you are going, you have to let the king know. So that when you return, you go back and tell the king that you're back. So we couldn't have come to Jigawa State and then meet you in the morning at the main event. So we said, no, we have to take this opportunity and condole with you and to tell you that we admire you, to tell you that we are with you, to tell you that we sympathize with you, to tell you that Jigawa State is important to us, to tell you that the success of Jigawa means so much to us, and to confirm to you that so long as you remain a friend of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, the powerhouse of effective communication, know that you have the backing of the 31,000 professionals who are involved in this profession. Know that you have the backing of the 120 country membership of the Global Alliance that are working with us across the entire globe. Your Excellency, please accept our condolences. I will reserve the rest of the communication until we meet at the field tomorrow, as the case may be. Thank you very much.
We thank you most sincerely, the President of the NIPR, for the condolence message. It is my privilege to invite His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Jigawa State, His Excellency Umar Namadi, a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, a senior fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Management, to respond. Your Excellency.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Jigawa State, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Jigawa State House of Assembly, the Secretary to the State Government, the Chief of Staff, the President of the Nigerian Institute of Foreign Relations, and members of the Council, Honorable Commissioners, Special Advisors, Local Government Chairman, Special Assistant, Head of Extra Ministerial Department and Agencies, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Well, Mr. President, on behalf of myself, my family, the government and good people of Jigawa State, I want to sincerely thank the President and the members of the Council for this visit. I find it very difficult to use a word that will convey my real feeling of brotherhood you have shown to me today by this visit. Mr. President, I know I'm a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. I know it is not easy to bring council members all together from far away to Jigawa. This is something that is so special and that is not normal. I am sure your members are very busy members, especially senior members at the council level, including First President. This is the highest honor that you can give to me, Mr. President. And I really appreciate this. And I really cherish it. You have really learned that what happens to us is really very serious, very difficult. But there's nothing one can do about this. You cannot question God on what He has done. He's always right. So we only thank God for everything that has happened. We only pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept them and will forgive their shortcomings and will put them in Al-Jannatu Firdaus. Mr. President, this visit has really strengthened me, has really comforted myself and my family, because we felt we have a friends that share with our griefs, we have friends that share with our pains, we have friends that are ready to comfort us, which we have done. Mr. President and members of the Council, I sincerely thank you very much, and I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you abundantly for this show of brotherhood you have done. I thank you most sincerely for this visit, and I really appreciate it. I pray that God will continue to guide you, God will continue to lead the affairs of the Institute of Public Relations. Thank you very much, Mr. President.